What's up, boys and girls? I'm having a little bit of trouble with my data feed here, so I'm just trying to fix it. But I figured I'll start the stream anyway right now, and let's just try. I'll try and fix it on the fly. Why not? Let me just fix this trading view screen. There we are. We are at crazy new highs anyway, right? We were way, way away from the previous these things here, the previous value levels. But man, I just cannot get my data feed on TraderVate to work today. So I'm just trying to fix that meanwhile, because without my live data feed, I cannot trade. I literally cannot execute. It says, I'm trying to click on the DOM. It says, please update your market subscription. I click yes, cool, no problem. And yeah, I'm just sat here with no option. So let me try and fix this on the fly. Anyways, we got no trading setups to look at right now anyway. So we've got a little bit of time to sit back, chit chat, let Cammy Capital work out these technical issues, and let's let's get the ball rolling, get the show on the road. If we get a trade setup, I will outline it here on the chart on the left. But meanwhile, let me fix this because I'd love to actually trade as well. You know, that would be nice, a live trading stream. Let me just get this thing fixed. Try one more thing. Where's my phone? Market subscription. What if I cancel the plan? No, that's not right. That's not right. So let me see. Yeah, it might be a TraderVate thing, Kaylee. I mean, because I just cannot figure this out. But I'm going to try one more thing here. Worst case, it might be a no trade afternoon, which would be a pain in the ass. Let me just try one more thing here. Subscriptions. Let's go. Pie, I look like a Linux guy, huh? Oh, Linux. I am a basic Apple Mac boy. That is me. Okay, let's try one more thing here. TraderVate had problems across all data feeds today. Okay, that would make a lot of sense. Let me check my emails. Let's try that. Step one. Data feed, live data. Okay, that was logging out, logging back in. I've done that multiple times. Let's try this. TraderVate rolling out major platform changes that are causing delays in market data. Our team is in direct contact with TraderVate to solve this as quickly as possible. Oh, okay. I see. Understood. No worries. That's fine. We'll just deal with that as is. All my accounts, unfortunately, are on what do you call it? Let me just switch over. All my accounts are on TraderVate, so that is not cool. Maybe we can do something funny. I wonder if I can still purchase accounts here. It'd be hilarious if I purchase an account via Project X, if that is working. And just run that. Let's see if I can still sign in or if they've banned me for life. That would be hilarious. Let me try and get in there. Let's go. Nope, gotta love that. Gotta love Top Step. Banned for life from Top Step. Assholes, man. They really did me dirty. Anyway. Well, that's fine. We'll chat here. We can discuss trade ideas. It looks like we just have to work with what it is, right? TraderVate live data feed issues are... Look at this. Okay, I'll show you, right? So we got my DOMs here. However, if I want to execute, I can't. It says real-time market data required. And shit, I do pay for real-time market data, but I can't even execute on the DOM today. You can see the data's there. It's a little bit also delayed. It's the delayed data now, which shit. So it is what it is, man. Contact customer service. They can fix. Cool. Cool. Tradeify Project X. Yes, that's another one. Okay. Apex works fine. All right, let me try switch to my Apex accounts. Let's try that. Let's try that and try again. Let me just sign into those. One moment, please. We can certainly scalp some Apexes today. Yeah, I'm banned from Top Step. Okay, I thought I would be. Assholes, absolute assholes. Let me tell you, if you ever want to get screwed over in business, work with Top Step. Let me go here. Not talking about their trading customer-facing front, by the way. That is still an okay product. 640. Better not read out my authentication code. There we are. Let's try this. Let's see if Apex works. Some platforms have resolved the issue, some have not. Evidently, that's fine. Let's try get in here on Apex. If I sign into them first and then switch around, maybe that might work. Maybe that might work. Let's do this. Perhaps. Cool. Okay. This is a good sign. This is a good sign. Okay. Perhaps we can get in here. Let's try this. If we can get in here, then we are good to go. 1 second. Let's make sure these are all set. Cool. Okay. We should be able to trade this one. Sign out of this. Hold on a second. Still having trouble. Can anyone confirm if Apex is working? Seems trade advisor resolved. Trader, take profit trader still has not resolved the data feed issue. So there's a no-go on that account. For some reason, I can't see my Apex one either. Let's go here. Try to sign back in. Lovely. Exciting technical difficulties to start the day. Awesome. At least there's not much trading opportunities we're missing here, but still. Okay, we might be lucky here. It's looking good. Looking good. Okay. Okay. I think this is working. Okay, the annoying thing is that it's not got my level 2 data. But that's fine. That's not your guys' problem. There we are. That'll do for now. Okay, that'll do. We'll run through these. I'm sure this will be resolved within the day. But for now, I mean, unfortunately, this is all we can work with. That's fine. At least we are tradable. If there's an opportunity, we have tradable capabilities. This is Apex today, so let's just make sure we got the right settings. There we go. There we are. All right. Back in. Will I be trying Fabio's deep charts? I'll be trying Fabio's deep. Many things. I'm not aware of what's deep charts. That is a new platform. I will not be trying the new platform. I'm good with the platforms I've got, but I am a huge fan of Fabio, that being said. And, you know, it's evident when one of the world champion traders is also a user of volume and order flow. Powerful tools. But no, I'm not aware of it, Rebecca. Deep charts, not aware. I've seen a little bit on this new podcast that he put out with Andrea Simi, a little bit of info on it there. So yeah, it could be interesting. You know, I won't say no forever, but for now, I'm good for now. Today, buy anywhere and make money. Understood. It's top step, a bad side to use. Just bought an account. You said, no, they're not bad. They're not bad. They've banned me for life, evidently. And I've had a bad experience with them business-wise, not trading-wise. Trading-wise, it has been absolutely fine. Had been absolutely fine, I should say, because I cannot trade with them anymore. But business-wise, yes, they are. Yeah, I can talk about that for a long time. Trading-wise, for the customer, no problem. No problem at all. First of the month, you have to order from Apex Data again. Yes, correct. I'm in on Apex here. It's back to level 1, but that's fine for now. Yeah, if deep charts. Okay, if it's like Volsus is a good platform. He also uses bid trades and says it's better than Footprint. Nice. Anyway, let's talk about some markets here. So yeah, it's been running only up today. So we can see right off the bat there, obviously came right down, overnight point of control, held right there and pushed right up, and we've only been up since then. Straight through all levels, building new nodes. This is like a simple way just to tell the sentiment of the market, right? Other than seeing that the chart's literally just going up. If high volume nodes are being created and then broken through and traded on the other side, obviously that's bullish. Obviously bullish, right? So we are looking for new nodes, broken nodes, breaking nodes, building these pockets of value as price moves up, right? And then using these areas of value, these pockets of value as price goes up as potential areas of support. So as I was fixing these attempting to fix these technical issues just before the stream, I was looking at the pocket that was developing up here. I was thinking that might be a cool little C rank trade to take for the start of the day. This little pocket across here as it slowly trickled up and traded above it. And you can see it just slowly grinded up. So yeah, even buying at all-time highs obviously is not always the thing you want to do, but that's how you do it, is you look for value to continue to be found higher, continue to see transactions higher and higher, buyers still willing to pay higher prices, sellers still willing to sell to them at that price. Obviously, it's nice and high, and you're wanting to use these areas as areas of potential support. So as we trade around these levels, if we drop down to this one here, you want to see if this is going to continue. This will be a nice area to potentially get a bounce, 6763 rather, and see if that holds up and continues to the upside. I know. If only we knew, Pi. If only we knew. Get long down at point of control. Oh, what's that? A nice 60 points. Any A+ setup concept using volume profile when going above all-time highs. Nero, the best you can do when we're away from all the value levels is just use the developing profile. And a developing profile is never, the way that I rank these trades, is never an A+ setup, because you don't have too many confluences other than just prices going up. Here's the pockets of value. Here's your potential support areas. So it's nothing more than a C trade. Nothing wrong with a C trade, but it's not an A+ trade. So yeah, there's no rule saying you can't trade these, and I'm certainly going to still look for a trade setup across here, especially on the Apex account, which is my C-rated account, is what I call it, because I take a lot of C-rated scalp small trades on this account. I'm certainly open to this. Certainly open to trading this. So yeah, we'll be watching this, watching to see what breaks, where price comes back to retest, pull back, retest, and potentially look to keep trading this up. But you have to keep in mind too, we're coming towards the end of the day. End of the day in these scenarios where prices only go in one direction, you can often get that effect where the big boys, institutions, etc., roll up their positions. And because they would have been pushing and going long all day, well, what do you do to close a long position? You have to sell. So you might get a bit of a pullback. It's not a full reversal, but you might get a pullback to a deeper level, maybe back towards value here. So a couple of things to keep in mind. But other than that, you follow the trend until proven otherwise. Trend is your friend until it is not. Is market and volume profile similar? Yes. Market profile is a volume profile like this, for example. And instead of showing the volume transacted at each level, you have alphabetical things like this. And all that's doing is showing you how long price spent at each particular level. So I believe it's in 30-minute increments. 30-minute increments throughout the trading session. And so like A would be the first 30 minutes of the session or that profile. And if price spent most of that first 30 minutes in the upper portion of the range here, then there'll be more A's there. Then the next 30 minutes will be a B. And then maybe on the next 30 minutes, you're starting to see that shift down, right? And that'll show that the next 30 minutes had been spent more at the lower end. So you can see that over time, value is being found at lower pricing, for example. And it just continues so on and so forth. So it's a similar tool. It's reliant on time. I don't like to trade anything based on time because I'm a price and volume guy. So I see the value behind those things, and you have the same type of concepts with that profile as well, where it's, you'll have a point of control of value high, value low, but it's based on time and volume rather than just volume and price. See the volume profile here, we've drawn it across this range, and for this session, all that it's counting is just price and volume. We're not looking at how long price has spent at particular price levels. Sean C, morning, my friend. How's the job market in New Zealand? I'm not sure. I've been out of it for a few years, but we are currently in New Zealand's in quite a bit of a recession at the moment. So I assume it's not easy right now. But I will say, for people looking to move to New Zealand, I'm not sure the immigration laws, but there are a lot of jobs in like picking and packing, kiwi fruit orchards, apples, these kind of things. Picking and packing fruit. There's a lot of work there all year round, especially where I live. Oh, wow, yes. Pratik, thanks to the strategy, did a short ES last night, made it to 50% profit goal on my TPT account. Yes, congrats, man. Cammy doesn't know about jobs, yeah. Landshark, yes, I do. I have an Instagram account. I do have an Instagram. And by the way, our giveaway winners, I'll be getting back to you today. But there we are. There's Cammy Capital's Instagram. It's not specifically trading related, but it is a public account. What's up, Lola? Wow, long time no see. Lol A7. What's up? I'd be down to pick some apples, yes. How much does picking and packing pay? Well, Sean, so you get paid. I know you get paid based on your output. So Some places will pay you a flat rate, but others will be like, we'll pay you based on how much you pick for the day. I'm not sure the exact rate. I've not done it before, but I do know you can clear some okay money with that. How often will I be doing PM streams, Caleb? I'll be doing them every single day. It'll be the main stream I do for the next 12 months, ideally. And the only exception to that is next week and the week after, we'll be doing New York AM sessions just while I'm away. Be away overseas, and the New York AM session will be a nice, easy session to get in. So. Brad Pitt, love the name, sir. Do I live in NZ all year round? Do I see myself living anywhere else? I do live in NZ all year round, although this year I spent over 2 months in Japan. I tried to move to Japan. Still trying to secure a property over there. But other than that, I'm in New Zealand year round. I also have considered Dubai for tax purposes. But otherwise, I do love home. I do love New Zealand. The only country I love more than New Zealand in 8 out of 10 ways is Japan. What time will my PM session be? My PM session is, well, I normally get started 2:30 p.m. Eastern time, which is 7:30 a.m. my time in New Zealand. So pretty early. Not too bad, but pretty early. What do I think of FTMO? They are the best CFD prop firm in the game. I love FTMO. Nice, Caleb. Yes, awesome. Yeah, next week and the next 2 weeks after the end of this week, the streams will be starting at 8:30 a.m. Between 8:30 and 9 a.m. I want to start before the New York Open to catch the development right off the overnight value levels, because some of the cleanest moves happen off the overnight value levels pre 9:30. So yeah, anytime after 8 o'clock, you're getting some real clean moves. Today, it kind of hugged point of control, overnight point of control, and that session's, pocket of value. But every day when I've come in to check and mark up my levels for the afternoon, I've looked at the morning, around 8, 9 a.m., and you get some really, really, you get some really, really clean reactions off those levels, really clean. So looking forward to doing that for a couple of weeks. In the meantime, we're trading afternoon, lovely power hour. Swing trading not allowed on TPT, correct. You can't hold overnight. Do I take trades live? Yes. How do I manage my TPT accounts? Do I 3 copy trade and 2 for another strategy? No, Enrico, I have my live account. I trade on its own, so no copy trading my live account. The funded accounts, I was copy trading 2 of them, but I've started trading them separately because the account balances are quite different. So, TPT, I'm no longer copy trading. The Apex accounts are the ones that I copy trade. I copy trade all 20, not all 20. There's 12 funded, but 8 evals. So I'm copy trading all of them because I take the same trade every single time on Apex. 1 to 3 contracts max, 3 to 5 points max on Apex. RP, what's up, man? Awesome. Good luck with the course, RP. I hope you find it very helpful. I still use Top Step until I secure my first payout. What prop do I recommend for me to switch to afterwards? Visa. The next stepping stone after Top Step is Take Profit Trader, with the final boss being Apex. So Take Profit Traders Still got easy rules. But they have the best payout rules in the game by far. So in terms of making money consistently and paying the bills at a decent amount, Take Profit Trader is your king. Apex is the final boss. I say final boss because the rules are a bit harder, but has the potential to make the most change in one's life. Just purely due to the massive scale that Apex provides. So put it this way, when it comes to prop accounts, Take Profit Trader is my main account in terms of props. I have a live account with them. I have multiple funded accounts with them. And I withdraw from them regularly. And then Apex, I still trade every single day, but I take small base hits. What I'm doing is just working up to have 20 funded accounts with Apex and take out a total of $5,000 from those 20 accounts for 100K. 100K is not gonna change my life, but it's awesome bragging rights, right? And then I hope to also aim at these guys, Jade Cap and Trader Kane, and just grind away real slowly. I'm not going to rush it, real slowly. Give me a year and try and aim at that 1 milli. Don't see why that cannot be done. So just a matter of taking a lot of base hits across multiple accounts, building up that account balance, very slowly scaling my trades a little bit bigger every month or so as the account balance grows. And let's take a crack at those big record payouts. I mean, aim at $1 million. If I land at $500,000, fantastic. If I reach $1 million, even better. You know what I mean? So that's a big goal of mine over the next year and a bit. Will TPT come to Project X? I'm not aware of any plans for it. I love that. I love that comment. If this shit isn't coming down, I'm fucked. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You might actually be lucky with a reversal up here. I mean, I'm not seeing anything just yet, but like we said, end of day, long positions closing up. Maybe you get a deeper pullback. Am I looking for a short? No, not yet. Not yet. Kennedy, what's up, man? What is my recommendation for someone starting out? How new? How new are you starting out? Because if you're starting out brand spanking new to futures, I would recommend watching and trying a lot of different styles and seeing what resonates with you first, then follow what resonates with you most. My bias is towards volume and order flow. Just consume everything free you can find on that on YouTube first. See if it resonates before you look at any paid route. Once you resonate with something, find someone that you resonate with and you resonate with their free content and their teaching style. And then if their paid content isn't too high priced, invest in it. And I mean high price because some trading courses, etc. I've taken a trading course, for example, that cost me $6,000. And I'm not going to say who sold that. Some of you guys will know immediately who that was. It was an order flow course. But I would not say it was worth $6,000. The information inside was good, but it was very short. And short can be good if it delivers the equivalent value in the course. You know, I don't mind a short course. If I pay $6,000 and learn $6,000 worth of information, even if it's in a short time period, that's fine. It's good. But this particular course that I took was not worth $6,000. NZD, so USD, that'll be like $4,000. Because one USD is worth $1.70 NZ. So whatever the math on that is. No, funny enough, not Axia. Axia Futures was worth every dollar. I really, their course was fantastic. Axia Futures is probably them and Jigsaw Trading, even though it's older. They have two of the most worthwhile courses in terms of order flow and volume profile. Axia Futures being the volume profile. Yeah. Yeah, if you know it, you can say it. I won't confirm or deny that. Because this guy will probably try and hit my channel with a strike. Anyways, here we are. Whoever was short just there, maybe you're having a good time right now. Let's see. After 5 payouts in a live account, how much can we withdraw? 5 payouts? I would take Profit Trader. It doesn't, there's no like 5 payout rule. It's not like Top Step. Would take Profit Trader. You can withdraw anything above your buffer zone. You can withdraw, no cap. But after you reach 10K profit in a single account, it gets moved to live. Would I ever reset a blown Take Profit Trader Pro account? I've done it in the past. Would I do it again? It's probably not worth it. They're easy enough to pass. You know, once you've got a couple of funded accounts, you trade those evals on the side if you need to get refunded again. I probably wouldn't pay the reset fee. It's like $1 to $2 grand to reset a funded account. I'd rather just buy a new eval and pass in a few days. You know what I mean? I cannot confirm or deny, boys and girls. Cannot confirm, cannot deny. It just wasn't worth the price tag. Interesting information, but I would say it was a bit excessive for what was actually learned. But not saying any names. You know what I mean? Not saying any names. Not like anyone said it in the chat already. Do trades need to be open for more than 1 minute on TBT? I'm not aware of any rule like that, TC. I've closed trades in under a minute before as well. I believe the only forbidden rule with that when it comes to Take Profit Trader is like tick scalping and using, taking advantage of the sim environment to get your fills. People who trade 1 to 2 tick moves using sim fill, because obviously your sim fill is easier than a real live account fill. DW traction. Makes it all worth it, right? Right? How long have I been trading? Do you trade NQ or ES mostly? I've been trading for 8 years coming this March. And I trade, I can't say I trade NQ or ES mostly. This year has been ES, but the 2 years before had been NQ. I switch between them. You know what? Let's look at gold while we're waiting, guys. I'm just not seeing anything there on the ES at the moment. We'll look between both of them. But let's mark up the gold charts too, because this looks like it's in a nicer range as well. Let's have a look on gold while we wait. Go back to ES in a second, but let's just mark up both. Dun, 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 dun. Let's mark up both here and just see what we're getting on these. Gold actually had some pretty good setups off the bat. Looking at this as is. Overnight value levels. Yeah. That's pretty decent already. Looking at the overnight value low, acting as support there. Decent. Keep that there as well to check between. Is there a minimum withdrawal from TPT, or can I take the first dollar out after passing drawdown limit? I think it's $100 underscored. What is the biggest thing you bought from trading payouts? Oh, Ethereum, that's a good question. The biggest thing I bought from trading payouts. It's silly stuff, man. I mean, it's not silly, but I mean, it's material things, because any payouts I take from proper firm accounts basically go straight on the wife, right? And my married men in here know how they can be. My wife's great, man. She's been with me since I was broke and less than broke. So, we like to splurge sometimes on the wifey. Well deserved, but it would be, we spent from one single month of payouts. It was a Louis Vuitton duffel bag, a new Chanel bag, and a Cartier watch. So that was a whole month of payouts gone. That was on one day. That was pretty excessive, but pretty. Well, it's nice to be able to do these things after years of struggle. You know what I mean? So that, yeah. Hey, man, I might be a slightly richer man if I was not a married man, but I wouldn't trade it. Wifey is no simping right here, but wifey is a reason, reason for my success. Big reason for my success. We do it together. No kids yet. So no kids. I've not yet unlocked that level of expense. Just a wife. But a wife who deserves it, so. But yes, best believe I'm spending on myself just as much, if not a little bit more. I spend less frequently. I spend more, but less frequently, I should say. Tell us about the Porsche and the profile pic. Yeah, see, that's an example of me spending less often, but much more. So yeah, that's probably the most recent splurge thing I paid for on myself. It wasn't too expensive. It's not a GT3 RS. It's a GTS, the Porsche. Run me about 180K. And because I cannot get loans, I had to buy that all cash. So very smart financial decisions from Cami Capital. But hey, it's worth the experience. It's worth the experience. It's worth being able to drive that at my age. It's fun. Good fun. Okay, this thing's failed underneath this high volume node. Decent. Maybe I take a small scalp on Apex. If we can dip into this lower node down here, that's a potential little C-ranked tiny trade. Again, with the Apex account, it's much smaller trading positions. So I'm going to actually change this to 3-point scalp. There it is. And that is 763. Yeah, much smaller positions here on Apex. Blink twice if you're being forced to say this. Would you agree with your wife getting into trading? No, I would not. I would not agree with that. She's had interest in it before, but yeah, no. What was the longest time you kept a funded account? The longest time was probably my old Topstep accounts before I got banned from them. I had one of those funded accounts for maybe 10, 11 months. It wasn't, it's not long in the grand scheme of things because I trade funded accounts real aggressively, but that's long for me. Yeah, 10, 11 months. I had that I had that funded account from the days I traded ICT all the way through to when I switched to volume and order flow. So it was a long time. Am I the voice related to the voice of the crab in the Moana movies? You look like A little like humans sound quite a bit like him, and I think he's from NZDS. His name is Jermaine Clement. And am I related? Probably somewhere in the line. Everyone in New Zealand is potentially related. So maybe. All right, just a little small scalp, C-rank scalp here on the Apex account. Just looking to see if we get a reaction off the high volume node there. See if the bullishness holds up at all. It's a 3-point stop, 3-point take profit. Small scalp. Apex, so much smaller trade here today. Unfortunately, my take profit trader account data feed is still bugged. So smaller trade across my 12 funded Apexes here and my AT evals. These are 50K Apex accounts. My favorite size Apex account is a 50K. Why did I get banned from Top Step? It's nothing to do with trading. It's all to do with business behind the scenes. Not going to go into too much detail, but they blindsided me, shafted me, and yeah, it's just, I was not very happy about it. So I think that's just them. They're like, all right, we'll just ban this guy. So cool, whatever. Oh yeah, kitchen floor days. Man, shout out to you guys who've watched that story talking about the kitchen floor days. Yeah, the mental breakdown days. Yeah. I'm not able to get loans, Tom, since here in New Zealand, at least I don't know how it is internationally, but here in New Zealand, if you have defaults or credit card defaults, etc., they stay on your record for 7 years. So that was like 4 years ago now. So I've got a few years left. But even with my high income, I've attempted to get even just a credit card again. I cannot. Even $1,000 credit card, I cannot, which is a pain. So yeah, my income is very high. Thankfully, these days, worked hard to get there. But due to my credit score, I can't do much in terms of loans, which is fine because I also don't like debt at all. I've kind of like from those days, those kitchen floor days, Tom, that we're talking about, I'm just like put off from debt ever again. Any reason to go with the 150 versus the 50K? Yeah, Dion, good question, man. The 50Ks for me are just better value for money. The price, number one, is decent. If you're trying to stack up 20 accounts, for example, you're getting in for fairly cheap. And the drawdown is reasonable. $2,500 max drawdown. It's a reasonable amount to work with at the size that I trade the Apex accounts, which is just, small scalps. And their profit to drawdown ratio is pretty favorable. 2,500 down, 3,000 up. It's almost 1-to-1. The higher you get, that ratio changes where that, you're having to make double your drawdown. Closer to double your drawdown, which is where it gets a bit difficult. So the 50K is just, value for money, and profit to drawdown ratio is pretty favorable. Pretty favorable. Yeah, C rank, I risk 25% of what I'd normally risk. Yes, correct. Hence a single contract. With Apex, I use up to a max of 3 contracts in a trade for the same thing, 3 points, 3 to 5 points. This is C rank. There's no confluence here, right? It's just one high volume node. It's node to node scalping. Far lower probability than when you have multiple confluences. But I'm risking 25% of a normal trade. So one contract, $162 risked, $150 risk, to make 162. And yeah, man, just throwing it on here. Getting in, getting out. C rank trade. You have a single high volume node looking for that to act as support. And then the take profit target is back up to the previous high volume node up here. And the stop loss is behind the current high volume node that I've entered. So you got all your things needed for a decent trade, even though it's C ranked. You got a target that's logical. You got a stop loss that is behind a high volume node. So in air quotes, protected. And got an entry right on a level of potential support. So decent. No, wait, tech speaker. Okay, I was literally wondering that. I was like, how can I not just buy a credit card? Like, pay the limits. Say you want a 20K credit card. Pay the bank 20K and be like, okay, and can you put this into a credit? You know what I mean? So, okay, that's secured Visa. I'm going to have to look into that because the best thing I can do right now is literally just wait out the 7 years and just keep saving and earning. Now, why did my computer turn off? Hopefully you guys can still see and hear me. Shit. 1 second. Still here. If you can't see me, I'm still here. Today's like technical difficulty day. There we are. We're back. Luna Trades, what's up, man? Didn't see you there. Yes, 4-year transformation. Correct. Well, it's been a bit longer, but 4 years since the rock bottom, I'd say. Yes, 4 years. I love to hear that, RP. Yes, I remember you from the ICT days. We've come a long way since then. But yeah, it has been nicer. 10 years ago, I could have taken a loan, a couple $100K. Now I can hardly get a 10K loan. Yeah, man. That's life, huh? That's life for us. I was gonna say risk takers, but honestly, in retrospect, all of my debt from before I quote unquote made it was mostly just poor financial discipline. I'm not worried about power hour pullback at close, not yet. Like I said, for the most part, just follow the trend until proven otherwise. So we pulled back to this level here, which is potential support. So yeah, all I'm doing is just following the trend until it breaks, and it's good area of support so far. Once this moves up 75, its apex trailing drawdown is in place still for some of these accounts, so I must trail the position up. Stops at break even now. And try to get this order filled. That'll be nice across the 20 accounts. 12 funded. There we go. Boom. 12 funded, 8 evals. Trade secured in the bag. C-ranked trade. Once again. Holy shit, is my screen frozen? Oh, you can't see. Oh, you can't see my screen. No. You didn't get to see the trade hit TP? Anyway, you saw it on the DOM. There you go. That's so annoying. That would have made a good clip, man. Good clip for my page. Oh, I didn't even click record on the bloody stream today. Shit. Okay. There we are. Clicking record right now. Brother. Anyways, you saw it on the DOM. Your boy isn't cami capping. You saw that on the DOM, right? Anyway, that was a beautiful trade. So once again, breaking down that trade. It's nothing special, boys and girls. It's just a quick scalp from level to level. This is high volume node scalping, C-rank trade, single confluences, right? Single confluences. So we have a high volume node area of support, bullish trend. And at the time of that trade, the profile looked like this, right? So we had bullish trend, would come off this upper high volume node, pull back to this lower shelf. So it was a more, you want to say, discount entry for a long, fine. So it was a little level of support there, entry into the edge of the high volume node, stop loss at 3 points behind the high volume node, take profit at 3 points at the opposing high volume node. And that's just a level to level scalp. Boom, hits the other level, small reaction back down. So nice, easy trade. Textbook volume profile scalp, node to node. C rank trade, meaning goes in with 25% risk, which is one contract for 3 points on the Apex accounts, but copied across all Apex accounts. So in total on the funded, if you add them all up, that's just over $1,200 for funded for real money, and then 80 vals on there as well, which are almost passed. We're almost at 20. We're almost at 20. Guys, get the likes up on the stream. I'm unfortunately fresh out of TPT evals, but I've got Apex accounts ready to give away. You guys cleaned me out of TPT evals. Take Profit Trade email like, hey, you actually have only a couple left to give away this week. I said, oh shit, okay. I've been cami clausing it up all week. So we'll give away Apex and a free course. Apex and a free course. So what we'll do for the giveaway is the usual. Oops, wrong button. Shit, hope I'm still here. Like the stream up to 200 likes, and then we'll get giveaways going. Free course and free Apex. Next week, we'll get more TPTs for you, but I've given them all away. You boys and girls clean me out. Oh yeah, Beza, good stuff. Yeah, it was a decent trade, man. These C rank trades, although there's less confluences, you get some really good C rank trades. 3 months of community. I'm not giving away any community at this stage, but courses, yes. Mike Jackson, no worries, man. Catch you later, my friend. Thanks for tuning in as always. $152, you get in there. Cam, if you start with on prop TPT, at what point do you start adding others? Jose, I actually just depends how new you are into the trading journey, but for me, more props is just more free money. So it all just depends on the good rules. I'm currently testing. I've got Tradeify. I don't really trade Tradeify because I don't like their payout rules. They're good if you're new and you want to start earning immediately, but they're a bit restrictive for payout rules in terms of consistency rules and whatnot. It just caps you at earning a relatively small amount of money. But for example, I'm currently adding, I've got MFFU and Trade Day. So, I just add them. If you got time, it doesn't take too much extra time just to trade a bunch of accounts together side by side any given day. So if you got time and money to spare, just add more prop accounts. And, if you're consistent with them and disciplined, it's just more free money. One single pay, you pay, let's say you purchase 5 evals total from a company. You get one 2K payout, you're already above break even on what you've spent. So yeah, the ROI on evals and prop firm accounts is so high if you are a consistent enough trader. So it's just free money at that point. If you're a newer trader though, and you're still working towards your first payout, stick with one prop firm until you get a payout. And choose the prop firm that's going to be, long-term one of the better choices. So, for example, if you're a newer trader, you haven't yet had your first payout, probably don't go with Apex. Go for Take Profit Trader, for example, and just trade with them until you get that first payout before you start adding other ones. Just got an email from Tradeovate. They seem to launch a new platform, Tradeovate Prop. Okay, that sounds good. Tradeovate Prop. Let's have a live reaction right here, right? Let's have a live reaction to Tradeovate Prop. Shit, man, they don't like Kamikaze. I'm not seeing. Let's have a look. Tradeovate Prop. I don't have the email yet. I do not yet have the email, but I'll keep an eye out. That sounds very interesting. Oh, here it is. Tradeovate Prop. Okay. Maybe it's geo-blocked. I cannot open the... NinjaTrader Prop and Tradeovate Prop give traders a complete toolkit to support every stage of their prop journey, from navigating evaluations to pursuing trading. These tools include advanced risk controls, seamless integration with third-party platforms like TradingView, powerful charting and order flow tools, and flexibility to trade from mobile, web, or desktop. Did someone say RIP Top Step X? Did someone say that? Oh my goodness. That's actually kind of exciting. Man, you know what? I forgive Jeff. This is true. I mean, it is true. It's from there. If it is what they say they're saying, I forgive them for having downtime today on Tradeovate. Oh, shit. That was literally the only thing holding them back, Tradeovate, is that it's kind of an older, more clunky platform. But man, if they are bringing this out from Tradeovate and not Project X, not Top Step, and not, because Project X is, the data's from plus 500, right? Number one, that's not a great sign. Number two, that platform is like a toy platform. But if Tradeovate, NinjaTrader, actual trading brokerage, an actual trading brokerage platform is releasing something similar to Project X, RIP, man. RIP, or at least competition. You know what I mean? Competition is good for us, the consumer. Good. I'm excited. I'm excited. And it literally says in this article here, they endorsing NinjaTrader Prop and Tradeovate Prop will be available through top prop firms, including Take Profit Trader, shout out Take Profit Trader, Apex, and MyFund Futures. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. I'll make a video on that platform when it comes out, guys. I'll review it. I'll test it. And I'll review that, because that it's going to be, if it's a competitor to Project X, that's going to be huge, because a lot of newbies don't like Tradeovate because it's kind of complex or not as easy or beginner friendly as a Project X. But if Tradeovate NinjaTrader has their own version of Project X, which is legit, then that accessibility, ease of trading, ease of, the risk management features, that's going to be huge. Cool. Mr. Short, hey man, now I'm satisfied with my long trade there. Ain't no need to jump back in, but it's a similar play off that, right? The only reason I would not take that is because it's counter trend for the day. Yes, it's a good area to short, but like I said earlier, you'd rather take the trade that's on side with the market, in line with the order flow, in line with the trend, versus fading it. Of course, you could at any time get a fade, a short back down at any time, but your higher likelihood play is always the thing that's in line with the trend, always. Yes, if Tradeovate can modernize and simplify it, will become more user friendly. It will do damage. Yes, that was only that they were just a bit outdated. Tradeovate's always been a little bit outdated, but hey, man, if they're pushing into making a more user friendly, modern, sleek platform with features, huge. Yeah, charting sucks on Tradeovate. I agree. That's why then that in that announcement it says seamless integration with TradingView. So perhaps that means the charting. You know how Project X has TradingView charting integrated? I'm assuming it means the same thing. Come on, let's get that 200 likes, boys and girls. Let's go. Giveaway time. Giveaway time. You're 12 likes away. 12 likes. Yeah, volume profile settings of the Project X are rubbish. I agree, Graham. They are shite. Project X as a whole, the order flow tools in Project X are not good. It's okay for basic chart trading. The risk management tools are great, but yeah, it's like a toy platform. Oh, I forgot to extend right, huh? Yeah. Thanks, man. Correct. Project X, when I first started trading 3 months ago, felt like a game. It was so bright and colorful. Now I just use TradingView to chart everything, watch my trades play out on TradingView. Yeah. Yep. The natural progression. It's a good introductory platform, but once you start needing more professional tools, yeah, it's one to move on from for sure. For sure. 3 likes away and we'll get this giveaway going, boys and girls. 3 of you. All you have to do is 3 people. Hit the like button and we can go. We'll be giving away Apex and a free course. 2 winners, 1 Apex, 1 free course. Do I have a Top Step coupon or reset code? No, I don't work with Top Step anymore, Julian, unfortunately. Philip, not necessarily. It's a good question, right? You know, you kept the Top Step account for 10 months. Shouldn't we aim to keep them for years? Not in my view, because, okay, let me break down how it works for me. I trade my personal funds primarily, right? I've been able to build my own account, personal account, to a really nice size over the years. So that's where I'm making the most money is my personal account. Prop firm accounts are basically for free money, right? So you pay, like we said, you pay maybe $100 for an eval. You pass that eval, you get a single payout of $1,000. You know, you've 10x your money effectively, just to make it simple. So when it comes to prop accounts, anything made over that initial investment is massive ROI. So with prop accounts, I don't trade them like I'm trying to protect the capital. I trade them like I'm trying to push hard for a payout. Once I've got that first payout and covered the costs and are net green after tax, net green on the prop, I have no problem sizing up and trading fairly aggressively with them, because at that point, you're almost just pulling free money out of nowhere. For example, a couple weeks ago, I posted a video on Take Profit Trader. I loaded up a new 150K account. Took me a week to pass. I paid, you know, maybe 250 total. And then in that same week, I pulled out 10 grand payouts. So, you know, pushing that thing hard. Now it's been moved to live, so I'm trading that a little more conservatively. But even still, I don't mind to blow the funded accounts. If I've taken that first payout, I will trade aggressively, not stupidly, but more aggressive, just to push for payouts, because it's not like I'm trying to build a long-term equity curve with prop firm accounts or whatever. I'm just trying to maximize the money earned, which requires a bit more aggressive trading than just trading, you know, a few base hits there and there. Only exception being Apex, where those base hits equate to thousands of dollars at a time. You know, 20 accounts times a $200 trade, you know, or more is, yeah, a lot bigger. Google form and duck race for giveaway instead of manually selecting. I'm not familiar with what a duck race is, but yeah, I think we should get a new system for these giveaways. 227 likes, good stuff. All right, let's get the giveaway going to get things going here. Let's go here and here. I'm about to get this giveaway going. I'll drop the conditions in the chat in just a second. All right, let's get this giveaway going, boys and girls. Cool. All right. Conditions to enter the giveaway here. I'm going to select one winner for Apex, one winner for the course. Duck race does sound like fun. I will sort that. I will look into that because the current giveaway system is a little bit clunky. But I've just posted a link in the chat. Click that link. Vote on the post, yes or no. Are you using volume profile yet? Yes or no. And then like the post at the same, like, vote, and then in the comments, I want you to comment yes or no in the comments. And then I'll select two winners, two random winners, one for a course and one for an eval. That same HVN provided a reaction there to the upside. It is getting close to MOC now, 2 minutes away, so it's about to get a bit wild, no doubt. Would you go for a 550Ks with TPT or just 150K since they take you live at 10K? No, so Omar, that's different to Top Step. If you go live with Take Profit Trader, you can still get regular funded accounts. So I would go for three, right? Go for 3 accounts. 3 accounts, trade them individually, try get one live. Cool. And in 2 minutes, I'm going to set the timer for 2 minutes, then we'll select the winners for the giveaway. In the meantime, that same high volume node provided the same setup. Support, node to node, boom, boom. Same thing. And then reaction of the upper node again to the downside. That node is becoming more and more defined here, which may end up becoming our point of control. It's very close. Very, very close. If I do a duck race, 99.9% of the chat will not think giveaways are rigged. That's good. Why do I trade ES? Just personal preference. Nintendo moves a bit slower. The order book is thicker, so easier to read the order flow compared to a NASDAQ. But I like trading. I like trading all indexes. I like trading gold. I like oil. I like currency futures. But ES is my main one this year. I'll switch between them different years. Have I ever taken a break from the market? Not in a few years, Marks. Apart from the Christmas breaks, I don't really, yeah. It's been, the last break I took was when I took a break, when I stopped trading ICT and was transitioning to volume and order flow. That's the last break I took. That was about 2 years now, 2 years ago. Yes, Nintendo, it's a one-time. The course, camicapital.com, is a one-time fee, correct. $147 one time. There is an optional community add-on at the end of the course, which is $49 a month, separate to the course, but it's optional. It's just for people who want that little bit more. No Discord. It's a school group, school SKOL. But the course itself, the standalone course, one-time fee, $147. All right, let's get this giveaway going while this MOC is happening. These two levels have actually been providing decent setups, eh? Decent. Okay, I'm going to select 2 random winners. Okay, first one, Alex Wong. Alex K. Wong. And next one, let's go random. Alex K. Wong. And let me scroll down here. And Darren Moriarty. Alex K. Wong and Darren Moriarty. Alex Kwong 8962 and Darren Moriarty 7098. Alex Kwong, Darren Moriarty, if you're in the chat, please make yourselves known, I should say. Alex Kwong, Darren Moriarty. To the two winners, Alex Kwong, Darren Moriarty, head over to my Instagram. I've just posted the link in the chat. Direct message me. Alex Kwong, Darren Moriarty, direct message me. There he is, Darren. Nice. No worries. Please message me on Instagram, Darren, and Alex Kwong, message me on Instagram. After the stream, I'll arrange your giveaway. Giveaways every day, so if you didn't win today, maybe tomorrow. What happens if they don't claim it? We've not had that issue just yet. But hey, man, there's giveaways every day, so nothing will happen. All right, guys. Let's close it up there. It's been MOC now. We've got that trade secured. Well, there was one trade, one win today. Decent. It wasn't on Take Profit Trader, unfortunately, but it was on the Apex account. So decent win. Smaller trade across the 20 accounts. So yeah, I mean, it's a 4-figure win today across the board. Happy with that. Very happy. Good trade. If you want to get funded with Take Profit Trader or Apex, use code CAMCAP. CAMCAP gets you 40% off Take Profit Trader and then waives your lifetime activation fee. So if you got an activation fee for the lifetime of your Take Profit Trader account, you have none using code CAMCAP. If you want to use Apex, it's currently 80% off. Code CAMCAP gives you 80% off. This is the time. If you want to use Apex, now is when you load up on them. Don't buy them full price. Wait for the 80% off sales. Sometimes they do 90. Currently, it's 80. Code CAMCAP. And finally, if you wish to learn to trade using Volume Profile, if you're new to Volume Profile, you want to learn how to do it, how it works, what the theory behind it is, why I choose certain setups over other setups. The course is at camicapital.com, also linked in the description, camicapital.com. Click on that, follow the link through to the course, and you can grab that for a one-off fee of 147 USD. Right, that is there. That may soon change to a monthly model, but if you grab it now, you secure it for a lifetime of 147. I'm looking to soon wrap that up into the school group, so it's going to be monthly at that same price. So if you're interested in that, grab it now. Well, it's still a one-off, and otherwise I'll catch you guys tomorrow, same time, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's hit it again. Great trade today.